We did it. Again. We are now...
Live?
We're live. No, not live, but we're recording.
We're recording.
So...
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking.
That is great to hear. We are in a different studio now, known as my bedroom.
Lovely studio.
Thank you. And we are completely set for another hour of the Palumbo Show. Thank you for joining us on episode 2. Finally. We're so excited to make this a proper series. But this isn't about you. Well, I guess it's about us.
It's about us, yes.
It is indeed. And speaking of us, we were just together last night.
Playing some Left 4 Dead. New update.
Yes, the new Left 4 Dead update. We didn't really play much of it, did we?
No, because, we met a sensitive little man. He was very sensitive, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't want us to play for too long. Or he didn't want to play for too long.
Yeah.
And then he got frustrated because expert mode is too hard. So he left. But, I mean, I kind of get why he left, though.
Yeah.
Because after playing the same level like 5 times in expert mode and dying
it's not the best level.
Yeah, it's not the best level.
Yeah.
So it's kind of...
repetitive and boring.
It's very repetitive, very boring, and it's kind of punishing because you get really, really far and then you die and then you have to restart.
But I like that. I like expert. I feel like expert is for me at least, is the only fun way to play for me. I like punishing games, but I don't like that level.
Yeah, that level, the design.
Yeah, I've seen it before and I've seen it done better.
Yeah, it's been I think that kind of sums it up. There are a lot of campaigns in Left 4 Dead 2. And that is not one of the good ones.
No.
So, speaking of campaigns, they added the new one, didn't they?
Yes. Last Stand, based on the best survival map of the first Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
So modders or the community made it, and then Val was like, cool, okay.
Yeah, I heard some mixed feelings about that. Some people didn't like it very much because they said it was just kind of tacked on, and there was a reason they didn't put it in the game. And
I see, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it yet. I'm kind of eager to get that going. Maybe we could do that
it's
tonight.
a new map.
Yeah, we could do that tonight. And they added Versus Survival, which I saw.
They did?
I saw that in the menu screen. I think Versus Survival. So it's I feel like that might be a little too hard for the survivors.
Yeah.
Because survival is already kind of a challenging level on its own, or a challenging mode on its own, and so adding a
players.
lot of enemy players who are usually better than the AI can make it maybe a bit unbalanced. But I guess you don't.
We haven't tried it yet.
So we haven't tried it.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think if we play it tonight, there'll actually be a fair number of people online because
it's a new update.
Exactly, it's a brand new update, so there should be people who are like, oh wow, there's a new update for Left 4 Dead, so they'll play it and they'll play the new modes. And finally, they consolidated the single player and the campaign tab in the main menu. And that was like the first thing that kind of stuck out to me when I first started playing it. It was like single player and campaign. Like I first clicked campaign because I wanted to play it on my own.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the campaign, but on my own. And so I found it weird that there was no way to play without other people. So then I went back to the main menu. Oh, and there's a separate tab for just single player. And so yesterday when I launched it, actually it might have been very, very early in the morning today when I launched it, there was no single player tab. So I was a bit like, uh-oh, is this a problem with the update? And it's not. It's just that they now put it under campaign. So when you click on campaign, there's like quick match, play with friends, single player, and then some other versions. They didn't add any new mutations, did they?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I haven't checked. I'm kind of eager to get into that.
But the new guns and the new melee weapons. Well, I had a test with the shovel. Not a big fan. I feel like it doesn't have the fire axe feel to it. And the fire axe, in my opinion, is the best one because it goes whoosh. You can see heads flying off, and that's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. I think the fire axe it's the most satisfying one because it has the best gore.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can actually like cut heads off and like chop zombies in half. It's very exciting.
But I would think that the shovel would do that, but it doesn't.
You kind of hope it does. But again, with all these things, it's like this is a community mod. And
Yeah.
there's a reason that Valve didn't put these, in the game when it first came out. And even with the standard Valve updates, they didn't add it. So I think it's really great that they added them. It's
No,
like-
yeah, I
some of the-
agree. Some of the guns, I feel,
Yeah.
of course they were ported over, but for me, I feel like animations is what makes a gun, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like sometimes weapon animations, in my opinion, are some of the most important parts of guns. If the animation is crap, I'm not going to use it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's the one that zooms in from Counter-Strike Source.
Yeah, that one's fun to use, I will admit, but
Yeah.
I don't like the animation.
It goes like ding, 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 ding when you shoot it, and it's zoomed in. Like it has a lower fire rate when it's zoomed in.
Yeah.
But the reload animation is garbage. It's hot garbage. Like you reload it, and your
Yeah.
hand is like halfway through the clip.
And it's so stiff. It's
Yeah.
just... And then...
Yeah. Like I thought it was better in Counter-Strike Source than it is in Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, it's been like 10 years since the game is out,
Yeah, so...
and I think with some Steam games you can go back into the properties, and if you want to do it single player, you can actually go and install an older version of the game. So if you don't want those for any reason, and like even if you do have it installed, you can just not pick up those guns, and half the
Yeah.
time there's going to be another gun that you can pick up that is like equal.
But talking about guns, what do you feel of the Op and the Scout?
Oh, I love them.
You love them?
I love them.
They're fun to use. Well, I'm not going to lie. They're kind of shit. To the point where the military sniper does their job, but does it better. Because the Op sure does more damage,
Yeah.
but the military sniper shoots like 3 times as fast. So you'll do the same damage, I feel.
Yeah, I think the military sniper is better for hordes
Yeah.
because you really have those bullets going out really, really fast. But when you're moving, the accuracy,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the
that's true.
accuracy is just absolutely dead. And
That's why I prefer the hunting rifle overall, because the
Yeah.
accuracy is better.
Yeah, I think that once the novelty of the new guns wears off, the hunting rifle is still going to be my favorite, just because it has the accuracy of the Op and of the SSG.
Scout?
Yeah, the Scout.
But also has the fire rate of
Yeah.
the military
And
sniper.
more importantly to me, the fast reload.
That's true, yeah.
So I think the military sniper actually has the fastest reload, the fastest fire rate of all, but it has the slowest reload.
Yes.
So if you're in a group of people and you're holding off the zombies, I think that gun is the best because you can crouch and you can just spam fire,
Yeah.
and you still get reasonable accuracy when you're crouched. But since there are other people to cover you while you're reloading, it's not a big deal. It's just that it takes a long time to pull out. The pulling out animation is long, and the reload animation is very long.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of downtime with that weapon, despite how fast it might let out bullets. So, I think that's
Yeah.
it's interesting to see those guns. I think it's nice to have more guns because
I agree.
there were only 2 different kinds of snipers. Like I think there were 2 skins of the military sniper. I'm not sure. I might be making that up. But with the
Well, there's 2 shotgun. Well, in total, there's 4 shotguns, 4 assault rifles, I guess,
Yeah.
and then 2 snipers actually in the base game, right?
Yeah.
There's the 2 SMGs, then the burst rifle, fully automatic, and then there's 4 shotguns.
Yeah, wait. So before the update for the machine guns, there were the 2 SMGs.
Yeah,
Right?
silenced and the Uzi, whatever.
Yeah. Are there any differences between those, or are they just the same?
I don't know. I don't use them. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't use them, but then when I do use them, it's like, wow, this thing reloads so quickly, and it's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
I don't know the difference. I feel like the one without the silencer might do a little bit more damage. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the silencer has more accuracy. I don't know.
Yeah. And with the assault rifles, I just recently started like actually using the AK-47.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
I just never used it before. It was just kind of that gun that is there, but that I don't use, kind of like those SMGs.
Yeah.
But I started using it recently, and the accuracy is just not there.
Not there, but it's a lot of damage.
It does a lot of damage. So if you crouch, if you're moving, then it's totally useless because a shotgun is better at close range because you can spam fire it and really
Yeah.
do a lot of damage. And so the only time that the AK-47 is really good is when you're just shooting it like bursts. So you're just like
Yeah.
clicking, click, 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 click to get that good long range, or when you're crouched.
Crouched, yeah.
But recently I've started using it more. I don't think it's as good as the
M4A1, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one is, in my opinion, the best one.
yeah, because it has good accuracy when you're crouching.
Yeah.
And it shoots fast, so it's good at short and long range. And so the AK-47, it might be like really good in one situation, but that situation doesn't come up very often. So unless you have a team that can really support you, I think it's just not something that's really worth using. In single player, especially not, because the bots are useless.
Yeah.
Hopefully they updated the bots a bit.
That's actually a good point. There's a lot of mods that update the bots.
Yeah,
they perhaps did it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they made some changes to the bots in Versus.
They did?
Yeah, in Versus mode, you can do single player Versus.
I see.
Which seems kind of like a waste of time because you're just playing against bots.
Yeah,
but
it's like...
I guess if you want to practice, right?
Yeah, practice. See if you're new to the game, see what the special infected do in the maps and the spawns or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, because the special infected, it's kind of tricky to get the hang of. And
Charger, in my opinion, is one of the hardest.
Yeah, Charger's hard because you really need to practice with like how it works and how you're compensating for the movement of the survivors. And even for stuff like Jockey, like how far does it jump? What does it take to latch onto it? If you get shoved off, what's the recovery time like? So it's just the little things like that might be nice to get to, because when you do online, everyone's kind of really good, and so you just die immediately, and you don't get the time to learn how to properly use the different infecteds to your advantage.
What are your two favorite special infected?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the spitter gets the most points. Because if you shoot it into
If
you shoot it into a doorway, then it goes ching, 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 and you get like 1,000 points. But it's not very fun to play.
No. My two favorites are probably the smoker and I guess the boomer. I feel the boomer because it's probably the most useful.
Yeah.
Right?
It's fun. And the thing is, you don't really get many points with the boomer.
No, but like it really helps your team. If you get everyone and then a jockey comes in, he could drag someone out really fast if they're kind of separated. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's spitter. Like if you spit right in the path and it stops people from moving forward, even if you get no points from that.
Yeah, like that guy that did it in the elevator. They had to wait.
Yeah, that was really helpful. Even though he didn't get any points, it slowed down the survivors enough that the other infected could spawn in and then start attacking them. So that's one of those things that's it's not directly incentivized in the game, but it's actually a really good way of playing. Yeah.
But I don't know. Spitter, in my opinion, is it depends on the map, right? Like for example, if you do it on a doorway, if they have a lot of health, they could just run through it. It's gonna do a couple of damage, but it's not too much. Yeah. Right? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the spitter, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay if like people. It's not good for if you're the only one. Yeah. But if there's someone getting attacked by a hunter.
Yeah, exactly. Or jockey or smoker. Yeah. Then it's really good.
Yeah. If they're being held into a corner by a jockey, you can just spit into the corner. And then the people can still shoot the jockey. But for something like a charger or a hunter, if you spit while the person's being hunted, it's going to not only give them a lot of damage, but it's also going to prevent the other people from going in and saving them.
If they're down.
Yeah.
Once they get down, for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, or if the other people do go in to shove off the hunter, then they'll take a lot of damage and you'll get even more points. Yeah. And that'll slow them down because then they'll need to heal, or they'll be easier to kill because they'll be low health and they'll be slow. Yeah. So, I'm kind of excited just generally about this update because it can really, hopefully it gets more people playing Left 4 Dead because we've been playing it a lot in the past few months. So it's kind of our go-to game.
We got to do every single map on Expert.
Yes, we're doing every single map on Expert. We made it all the way to the Sacrifice. Yeah. We just yesterday beat the Docks level.
Yeah, without that sensitive little man.
Yeah, he left before we actually finished it. So, are we going to have to do it again?
I feel like we should dive in. I feel it's very rude to do it without him.
Yeah, we'll give it another shot or two just to see how it goes. And then if it's really like we're not getting anywhere, then maybe we'll just move on to the next one.
No.
No?
No.
You think we should just do it again?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that is a respectable opinion.
Because he can't just escape from it, all right? He has to do everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He just left, and then he started playing Mordhau.
Unbelievable.
It truly is unbelievable.
Truly.
That he would just leave us and play Mordhau. But...
he did.
He did. I think we did. We did do the Sacrifice once on Expert, didn't we? But just the last level. I think we did it
No,
once.
that was the passing. It has the same last level.
Yeah, that was the passing. All right, you're right. It has the same one but with the different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit confusing, but I guess that is what it is. Yeah, I'm kind of. We always get really hyped up for, oh yeah, we're gonna do the levels in expert. Well, I mean, not everyone gets hyped up, but the two of us do. And then we start playing it, and we're like, oh god. We put 5 attempts into it, and it's just not getting anywhere. We put an hour down the drain. The thing is, eventually we beat it.
Yeah.
The first time, it always feels impossible, and then after that, we beat it.
Yeah.
So, it takes a lot of attempts to beat it.
I remember there was one map that was really easy for some reason.
Yeah, some of them, like one out of every few campaigns is going to be really quick to do.
Yeah.
Just like you go through it, and it might even be like one attempt. I mean, that's rare, but 1 or 2 attempts. Sometimes it's like one attempt, you get almost there, and so you realize, okay, we just need to use the health at this time. We know there's a tank, and we can do it quite easily and quickly. What about the mod?
Our mods. I don't think no one cares about our mods. I mean, there's JB Rides Again, one of my favorite songs of all time. Yi Zhan Mei. Ugh, beautiful song.
Yeah, well, we'll be updating the mod with more songs. So we just put the meme songs of Palumbo on the mod.
Yeah.
So we have Danil Takashinov, or the flute section of Danil Takashinov's song Music of My Travels, which is not actually posted on the Palumbo channel. It's just an unlisted page on palumbo.com. palumbo.com/takashinov.html.
Yeah.
That's palumbo.com, palumbo.com/TEKASHENOV.html. So there you go. If you visit that website, you'll come across
Danil Takashinov.
Yes, Danil Takashinov and his
A
story.
made-up man for our music classes.
Yes.
And it worked. It worked.
It worked. It did work. And that is one of the greatest success stories
Yeah.
of us at school.
So retarded.
I think that's actually a good story to tell on this podcast.
All right, so once upon a time there was a music class, and there was this teacher. We're not gonna name her, but she was very, very annoying. And we had this music project where we were supposed to pick a artist and talk about him, right? But I didn't feel like doing it. I don't know why. It just didn't click. So I wanted to make someone up.
Yeah.
Danil Takashinov. Simon made a wiki page, but it didn't go through, did it? No.
It didn't actually go through.
Yeah. Lack of source.
Yeah, lack of sources for Wikipedia.
But you made a Palumbo thing.
I did.
Yeah. So when she asked me like where are your sources, I was like, right here on palumbo.com.
Yeah, that was so lucky.
Yeah, I know.
That we had created that beforehand, because she asked afterwards.
Yeah.
For the sources.
Yeah.
And so
the thing that like shocked me the most is the person that we picked for the picture of the man, like his how he looks like, is young Stalin.
Yeah. That was no one recognizes him without the mustache, you know?
No. I remember I worked on it in Geo, and the teacher was like, is that young Stalin?
Oh, he knew.
Yeah.
The Geo teacher knew.
Of course. Everyone knows who young Stalin
Here,
is.
actually, I'll set up a screen recording so you can see. Let's see. Window capture. Window. Firefox. Perfect. Okay. Let's transform. Stretch to screen. Okay, so right now I'm showing my Firefox tab here with the Danil Takashinov video on it. And this is something very special here. I'll play it.
A little taste.
Yeah, so some of the lettering is not accurate because it didn't work well with the website. So there's some weird like digits there instead of the Russian letters. But here we just have a brief description of Danil Takashinov's history and his life, and we put it on the Palumbo website. And so here I'll play a clip of the song that made it through.
we combined 2 songs for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that goes on for... It goes on for 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
And the 2 songs that we combined was a flute song made by a very special man, and Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yes.
What is it called? Baby.
Yeah, something like that. We... So, it's just so humiliating to everyone involved. We took a flute section from one of our teachers recorded a flute session for his website where he sells tin whistles, and we took that. I think we reversed it.
Yeah, no, I think you reversed the Tekashi 6ix9ine one.
No. I think the Tekashi 6ix9ine
Yeah, you
one-
slowed that one down,
Yeah,
right?
we slowed it down to like half speed and then distorted it and put it at like a 1000 hertz sample rate, so it sounds like complete garbage.
Yeah.
And compressed the file a whole lot and put the reversed, slowed down version of the flute song over the music, and then we took a picture of a piano, made it black and white, put that as the video, and
I remember when we put it on YouTube, we made sure to just change the views.
yes.
Because instead of like only like 4,
Yeah.
we wanted it to be like, a couple hundred of thousands of people watching it.
Yeah, so we actually right-clicked, inspect element,
Yeah, exactly,
and
and changed
you change the HTML. So we made it like it was I think we did like a lot of views. Like it was like millions, I think.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I told her like, look how many people are watching this.
It's like 2.6 million views on that garbage song. And it was like posted, I think we did it, like it was posted in 2004 or something, because we edited that too.
Yeah.
Posted in 2004, only YouTube was created in 2005, so it doesn't really work out there. But gee, it didn't catch on.
I'm pretty sure we made a couple of comments, but that didn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think it really mattered, because we didn't scroll down to the comments.
Exactly.
So that was that. Or maybe I might even have done comments disabled or something to explain the lack of
That's right,
comments.
yeah.
So that was that. It was very interesting. And then, so there's this whole story of Danil Takashinov being an oppressed Russian freedom activist from Eastern Russia, and he wrote that song based on his travels through Eastern Russia and Mongolia and China, and his travel down south. And that's how he explained the kind of Chinese sound to it.
Yeah.
That's a story, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he was presumably killed by the Russian emperor of the time.
And all his music was destroyed, except for this one piece.
Yeah, that one piece that was recovered and restored by the Czech Institute of Life Sciences or something.
Yeah.
What an amazing time.
I know.
That was just... Wow, I can't believe it actually worked. And then, the most humiliating part was at the end, we were corrected and said, because we were supposed to do that project on a musician from the Romantic era.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were told, no, that piece is not from the Romantic era. Well, it was from the Romantic era. It's from like 1700s or whenever the Romantic era was. We had it all written down. That is not a romantic piece. That is a jig. So, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Let's hope that information doesn't get into the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Because that would really suck, wouldn't it?
It would. We didn't mention any names.
We didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
It could have been any music teacher,
Yeah.
It might not have even been from our school. It could have been some outside music course that we did.
Yeah, exactly.
You never
During
know.
the summer.
You never know.
Yeah.
So that was an exciting time. Oh my goodness.
Now music is kind of lame.
Yeah.
I don't know why I took it. I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah. But I think we can make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because the two of us are now in a group, and we are playing Yi Zhan Mei
Yi Zhan Mei,
by
my
Fei
favorite.
Yuqing. That's right.
Piao, Jing, Chung, Fan.
Something like that.
And G.
The that song, and I'm playing the piano.
And I'm singing with my beautiful voice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting.
Yes, it will.
I'm not sure how the outcome is going to come out, but that is certainly going to be an interesting experience for everyone involved and everyone not involved, because it just so happens that with COVID, we're in a new work environment where everyone can hear the sounds from our classroom. So that's going to be a pleasant surprise for everyone in our building.
Yes.
And this music, yes, we're talking about music. This brings us back to the Left 4 Dead mod that we made, including Yi Zhan Mei, that Daniil Takashinov, and that's where I went off on the story. The Daniil Takashinov song "Music of My Travels."
My favorite.
Yeah, that song is going to go into the mod, and it is in the mod, but you can get on the Steam Workshop, by the way, and you definitely should. It replaces many songs and sound files from the game with the Palumbo Min sounds, including Yi Zhan Mei.
Yi Zhan Mei is a separate mod, I'm pretty sure.
Yi Zhan Mei for the
Death Sound.
Death Sound.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's a separate mod, but I put Yi Zhan Mei as the credits.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the credit scene, yeah.
And what else did I put in?
The flute, so when you get jockeyed.
Yeah, well, actually, I couldn't find the sound file for Jockey.
Oh, yeah, no, so that means it's the smoker, I think, right? It's a smoker?
Yeah,
it's the smoker.
So there was a bit of a problem, and I think I can solve it now. When I was doing some research to make the mod, I thought that I thought I found out that the jockey sound is just a bunch of yelling sounds. So it takes all the yelling sounds and just plays them back to back or something, or plays them randomly. So it goes like, those jockey sounds as you're being pulled around. But I think I came across a file that
sounds like it, yeah.
That sounds exactly like that. And then when it went into the game, it played that file. So I think I can replace that file with the Daniil Takashinov flute section.
My favorite.
So that'll be a very a nice way to get carried around by the jockey. And some of the songs play back way too fast.
Yeah, I feel like it's a command by the devs, right? So when they made the songs, they're like, this sounds better when it's faster. So they just put commands through the game. I don't know when we open it.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works.
It might be something like that, but I don't remember. I remember with the files, because I looked at the game files. I think in the game it sounded just like it does in the game files. So I don't think it actually speeds it up in the game, unless there's something like in expert mode, you die faster, and so the hunter sound plays really fast in expert mode. That was my theory, but now I'm not too inclined to believe that.
I don't think so. You could always test it on normal.
Yeah, I could test it on normal or easy to see if it plays it slower. I don't think that's the case. There might be some mismatch with the sample rate or something.
Yeah. Because it happened to me when I was making my mods too.
Yeah.
Like in Audacity, I don't remember making it faster. And when I clicked on it, because you make a folder, right? And I just wanted to make sure if it's saved. When I clicked on it, it played to normal speed.
Yeah.
But once I put it on the workshop, it goes... Brrr.
Yeah. So that's... I mean, I think it's still kind of funny.
Yeah, I know.
The flute goes by.
Yeah, the smoker one is good. It's good. It's really it's really annoying.
You get taken by a smoker. But with the hunter, it plays the hit song Virginie Occidentale, which is a direct Google translation of
Country Roads Take Me Home. Whatever.
Yeah.
I still know it by heart.
Yeah. The Google translated lyrics. That was an absolute hit with our group.
Yeah.
And we performed it for many projects, to the dismay of the teacher, who eventually told us, all right, no more of that song.
Good times.
Those were indeed good times. And now with that mod, we're thinking there were some other things that we can do in a Left 4 Dead mod.
And what is that?
Well, if I can find... So I'm worried that with Left 4 Dead, some of the files are compiled such that it's not like Minecraft where you can create a texture pack and you can change the sounds and you can replace a creeper with some other texture.
Yeah.
And it's just like a PNG file or something.
Yeah.
Or a JPEG even. It might be like compiled into some special format because it needs to run in the source engine or something, and so you might need to use the Hammer editor to access those. I think Hammer editor's for levels, but there might be some weird thing like that. But ideally, I could just change the textures. I wouldn't actually need to change the mesh or whatever the 3D data is or data are. I could just change the textures and like put our faces on the special infected.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I don't think it's going to be too hard. Just Google it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can probably find a guide online. I just completely blanked out. I can't.
I need to continue to work on my map, though.
You do.
I do.
Yes.
I give up on things so quickly. It's unbelievable. I'm so lazy.
Yeah.
I need to start working on it again.
Yeah. Well, if it uses the Hammer editor, that's kind of not all that fun to use.
No.
Yeah. I tried to make a CSGO map, and I actually did make a CSGO map.
Wow.
It's a very, very small map.
But I'm trying to make a very long, annoying map. Because remember the Silent Hill map? It had that kind of charm.
It did.
You know?
That charm of you have to do each level 50 times in expert mode because it was definitely not supposed to be played in expert mode.
Yeah, no, this map, I need to get back to it. I have like a vision on it. I need to.
Yeah, you should do that because there's plenty of time to do that. And
I'm just so goddamn lazy.
yeah. Well, we can always get something done on that. And we can make it like, actually with the maps, how do you create a map mod such that it appears in Left 4 Dead? Because with the sound files, I'm actually just replacing the files that are actually there, and then I compile it to a VPK using vpk.exe.
Yep.
With a map, you're not really replacing anything. You're just adding a new map. So how does that work? Do you export it from Hammer Editor and then add it to your levels or something?
I have no idea. I don't know.
You haven't gotten there yet.
No.
Okay.
I'm only on... How many rooms have I made? I made the safe room.
Okay.
I made the giant second room, which is a huge mess, but I'll get to that. I made 4 rooms so far.
4 rooms.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. You can make something with that.
Yeah, I know.
I
think I'll start working on it again a little bit today or tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
We can get on a Steam chat or a Discord
Exactly.
chat and just talk for hours while we get that figured out. And you said you don't have a microphone until quite late, right?
Listen, there was a huge tragedy that happened. I actually don't know what happened.
But your headset microphone stopped working.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't feel like I need to replace it because the sound works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there are some devices you can get, like they're the mod mics, not sponsored by the way, that are kind of like gaming headset microphones, but they're really high quality, and you clip them onto your existing headset to turn any pair of headphones into a gaming headset or into a headset with a microphone. But those are quite expensive. I think the microphones are like $30 to $50 for the cheap ones, and that's more money than it's worth, really.
Yeah.
But I have an old gaming headset right in this drawer, actually, that is broken. It has a broken cable, and so the headphone sound does not go through. I actually changed the plug out, but it disconnected again, and I'm not going to fix it because the wires are tiny, but it had a microphone plugged right in there. And that microphone I have with me right here.
Wow.
So this microphone I offer to you if you would like to use it. And then you can I'll give you an extension wire as well.
Yeah,
so like the one you have plugged into your headphones right now.
Yeah.
You can plug that in, and then you can tape this onto your gaming headset. And then now you have a microphone.
That's not bad,
headset.
actually.
It's not bad. It doesn't sound great, but it sounds usable.
It's usable.
It's usable.
All right.
And so, with this cheap microphone, you can turn your broken gaming headset into a somewhat functional gaming headset.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then you can use your microphone at any time of day.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very nice. I haven't used this microphone in a very long time. I'll test it out to make sure it still works.
All right, yeah.
But that is yours, should you choose to accept it.
Yeah, you can hand it to me on Monday, I guess.
Or I can just hand it to you now.
All right, yeah, sure.
You can, you can take it home and use it as soon as you get home. And it's just, I guess I'm still kind of stuck in this mentality of we don't have conversations outside of school unless we're on a Steam chat.
Yeah.
It's like I show you this microphone. I'm standing 2.5 meters away from you. I say, here, you can have this microphone. All right, you can bring it to me on Monday. There's this assumption that we're on a Steam chat and that there's this digital wall separating us. But yeah, I'll hand it to you on your way out.
Yeah.
If it works. And then you can just add some tape to your gaming headset and then it'll be completely fixed. Wow. Yeah. It won't connect through the USB though. You'll have to plug it into the little pink connector on your computer.
Yeah.
But that'll solve that problem. And then we can do a Steam chat tonight or even this afternoon.
Wow.
And I can work on the sound mod. I can try to replace the jockey sounds and try to make them play at the normal speed. And you can work on
my map.
On your map. And I can help you out with ideas if you want that. Or if you have your vision. If you have your vision, I won't interrupt your vision. I'll let you take that vision as far as it wants to go.
Yeah. I feel like my vision, though, is a bit too advanced.
It might be a bit ambitious for a first-time project.
Like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say for a very first map, you should just kind of make something
very
basic.
Simple.
And if there's something simple that you don't know how to do, like how do I make it so that it plays a sound when I go into this room, or how do I make it so that it plays a horde when I move into this area?
Yeah.
Something like that. You can probably look that up and find a reasonably short tutorial on how to do that.
Like I want a horde to spawn like every single step you make.
Yeah. That'd be fun. If you have big open rooms and you have a lot of weapons, then it might just be like shoot 'em up bullet sponges, you know.
That's true, actually. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And then once you've done that map, then even maybe for the next level or the next chapter of that campaign, you could try to take it a step further, add some other steps to the level to make it more advanced, and then you can use the knowledge you had in the first level to really make the next level that much better. And
well, I'm planning to make it only one chapter.
Okay.
But it's going to take like around an hour to complete.
No thanks. I think you should split it up into different chapters because one chapter...
You know who does that?
I think I do know who does that.
Damn right. Damn right.
Well, the thing with that is that we're going to almost certainly play it on expert.
Of course, that's the whole point. I'm going to make sure you have to play on expert.
Oh, so you're going to make it so like you have to play it on expert.
Well, I can't. But like in the description, I'm going to be like, don't be a pussy, play on expert.
for the proper experience, you have to play it on expert. So that is... Yeah, that could be a good idea. And we can really make it, a challenge. And we could even record it and put it on the Palumbo channel as well as palumbo.com. So that'll definitely be something to look forward to.
Yes.
In the future. The new Palumbo map. And then with the knowledge of having made that map, we can then make our next map, which might be a little bit better.
Yes. And
I think we have a few ideas of where that map could take place.
I agree. I think it's a perfect location.
Yeah. It's a perfect location. So we can have that map. And we can have it be like a group of maps, right? Or a group of mods where you have the map and the sound mod with the meme music and the texture mod with the different textures for the infected. So we can really make it so you have the full Palumbo experience in Left 4 Dead. It'll really be something special. That's considering that any of this actually happens.
Yeah.
And
maybe we're just talking.
Maybe we're just talking, and then you're gonna get home and it's be like, oh god, I don't want to do this, and then I get in there and no, it's too hard. I don't know how to change the speed of the files, and that would be too bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe we could make it work.
Yeah.
Someday, I want to make a Call of Duty Zombies map.
Wow.
Because you can make custom maps for Black Ops 3 and for World at War. Now, Black Ops 3 is kind of really expensive.
Yeah, and I'm kind of saving up for Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Because you could customize your pubes, that's next gen, let me tell you.
That is very next gen.
Yeah.
Call of Duty World at War, on the other hand, very unstable, crashes all the time.
Really? Wow.
God forbid you alt-tab. That would just completely ruin your game.
Well, I'm used to that, with my modded games.
Yeah, you alt-tab out, and then your computer freezes up, and you have to, like...
I was talking... Okay, when I get home, I need to fix that.
Yeah.
But I was talking about New Vegas. Whenever I alt-tab, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Well,
Or my Skyrim, which started at, like... How much is it? How many gigabytes is Skyrim? Like, 8? I don't know.
It could be. I have the VR edition, which is like... I think that's the special edition.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was, I think, around 24.
Yeah. Anyway, my Skyrim is like 60 gigabytes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And you have like your 8K dining room table textures.
Yes. And my monitor can't even do that.
Yeah. Well, that means if you get really, really close, then you won't see the pixels, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it'll be very, 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 very beautiful experience on a game that came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that has been released like 8 times.
I know. Poor Bethesda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe when World at War goes on sale, you should get it. It's like $10.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're saving up for Cyberpunk, then you got to save up for Cyberpunk.
$10 isn't much, yeah.
But, $10, that's $10 away. You're putting yourself back $10 from getting those customizable cubes.
Yeah, I know. And $10 is fine. I don't mind that. 30.
Yeah.
That's halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Black Ops 3, I think usually it's like $50 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then when it goes on sale, I think it goes down to 20 something.
20,
but that's still quite a bit. World at War is only $22, I think. Canadian dollars, of course.
Yeah, so if it goes on sale, it could go down to 8, probably.
I think I got it on sale
Christmas.
at 10.
The
Yeah.
Christmas sale, it's probably going to be really cheap.
Even the autumn sale, which might be in like a few months or a month or a few weeks even. It could go down to half price. Because those Call of Duty games on Steam are so expensive. Have you checked them?
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw this, like, Call of Duty 2 is still, like, $20 or something ridiculous. It's like that game was made before I was born.
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 that came out in 2008.
Yeah.
Did it come out in 2008? It might have come out in 2011. No, it came out in 2010.
Yeah?
It came out in 2010 because Modern Warfare 3 came out in 2011 and then Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. Came out in 2011.
You know your stuff. Wow.
It costs like $43.99 or something on Steam.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of money.
Damn.
And there's no mod support. I don't know if there's matchmaking. There might be matchmaking, but it might be like World at War where it's just you have to join servers through server browser.
Yeah.
Either way, that's too much money, and Activision should really drop the prices.
Yeah.
And if you want to get like the whole Call of Duty bundle, it's like $600 or something. It's
a lot of money.
And that's the bundle on Steam.
Yeah.
After Call of Duty World War II, which came out in like 2016, I want to say. No, 2017. World War II came out in 2017 because Black Ops 3 came out in 2015. Infinite Warfare came out in 2016. Everyone hated that. So they were like, all right, boots on the ground. And then it was 2017 was World War II. And then that was just kind of really boring. No one liked that game. And then after that, they only put them on the Blizzard launcher or whatever. Because then they make more money. So that's that. You can't win with Call of Duty on Steam. Actually, you can see the Call of Duty games actually in your camera shot. So I have them on Xbox right there. I have Call of Duty 4 through Black Ops 2.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think the Black Ops 2 case. Oh, yeah, the Black Ops 2 case is up on top. So I have...
Yeah, I see it.
I have Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and Ghosts as well. And then I have Black Ops 3 on PS4. And that's downstairs.
That's a lot of Call of Duties.
That is a lot of Call of Duties. But the thing is, those Call of Duties, they sold like crazy. Which means that I could just go... This was like 5 years ago even. This is a long time ago. I would go to EB Games, which is like Canadian GameStop.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Is it still around?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And it was like Call of Duty... Every Call of Duty game up to like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was $7.99.
Yeah. I remember they had like a huge box in the middle, and it was secondhand games that you could get for like $5.
Yeah.
It was great.
They were really cheap. It was like $6.99, $7.99, and that was 5 years ago. And so I got all the old Call of Duty games, and I played all the campaigns, and I did a bit of multiplayer, but you have to pay to play online for Xbox, so no thanks.
I know.
That's a complete mess, by the way.
I hate that so much.
Pay to play online. My goodness. And there are people who defend it too. I feel like if you own a console and you have to pay to play online, like, come on.
It's ridiculous.
Because I'm pretty sure
on PS4 it's like $80 a month. It's
$80 a year.
Oh yeah, sorry, not a month. So yeah, a year. Sorry. If it was a month, I'd be retarded. No one would go for that. Sorry. Yeah, a year.
Yeah,
which is still ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. No one should be spending that much on playing online. And the problem is, the only value that the provider adds
is 2 free games, but if you don't have PS Plus, you can't even play them.
Yeah, like for PlayStation Plus, you get the free games, but then as soon as you cancel your subscription, you lose all of them.
Yeah.
And so you're paying Sony to let you use the internet you pay for to play the game you bought on the console you bought on using the servers that the developers pay for, or that the publisher pays for. And so Sony the only value that Sony adds is like games list or friend list and like voice chat.
And damn good exclusives.
Yeah, and exclusives, but the exclusives you don't need.
No, you don't need PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, so all they do is they let you message.
If you get the disc. I'm pretty sure you need it if you want to access the PlayStation Store.
No.
You don't?
You can definitely buy games without PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
But with PlayStation Plus, you get discounts.
I see.
And that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, but you get the free games, and so, it makes it all worth it. And so, okay, well, if that's what makes it worth it, then how about you let us play online for free, and then you have PlayStation Plus as an optional add-on, which then gives you the free games.
The free games, yeah.
And so if it's really worth it for the free games, then people will buy it anyway, just for the free games. And they did that for the PS3, and it worked out. I mean, I'm sure they didn't have as many people on PlayStation Plus. But you would get the free games if you had PlayStation Plus on PS3, but you don't need PlayStation Plus to play online games.
Online, yeah.
So there's a bit of a disconnect there. And then as soon as you cancel your PlayStation Plus subscription, you lose all the games.
Yeah.
So that just kind of ruins it completely. At least with Xbox 360. I'm not sure about Xbox One, but with Xbox 360, it was like $5 a month, so it wasn't very expensive, and you get free games just like PlayStation Plus. But when you cancel your subscription, you get to keep the games, and so now I have like a library of like 25 games that I got for free on Xbox Live Gold, and there's some good games like Dead Island and. I think I got Dishonored for free. Not for free, but included with the Live Gold membership. And so that was quite nice. That at least you get to keep it. But my goodness, paying for online.
It's just very sad. Gaming right now is like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like new games are gonna get are $10 more now.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What else? Yeah, it's just a sad word. Microtransactions are everywhere.
Yeah, keep game. Yeah, that's the thing. Is games like those FIFA games?
Okay, yeah, I know, and that's the problem. I'm gonna go on a rant.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you rant.
Okay, here's the thing: these sports gamers are so retarded. Now, I understand. Like, I remember I had a discussion with my brother. Okay, maybe they're not like retarded, but there's no competition. Like the people that play sports game, they don't play any other game, so they don't know what's a good game.
Yeah.
So when they play shit, they think that's a good game, but they haven't played anything else, right?
Yeah, well, maybe they have played other games, but they haven't played other sports games. And so to them, those sports games...
Yeah, because EA owns the license, and whoever owns the license, NBA, whatever, just doesn't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and sports gamers don't defend their game. Like, if you look at Star Wars fans, there's like a saying, like, no one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. When EA really messed up, they had to like re-release the game. They had to fix Battlefront 2 so bad because people were so upset over it.
Yeah, you had to. I remember the big thing was you had to pay to play as Darth Vader.
Yeah, exactly. Even in the beta, Star Wars fans were really upset, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna fix it." Now Battlefront 2 is a better game, but EA canceled that. I'm really upset with EA anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate sports gamers and I hate sports games.
Yeah, and then there was like evidence of reused assets.
Yeah, exactly. Someone made a video of in the last 4 years they've been using the same cutscene for the Super Bowl. It's like, what? And if you zoom out of the arena, you could see like NBA 20 and NBA 21. They can't even change the logos.
That's embarrassing. Yeah, that's quite embarrassing, isn't it? And there was
a tweet by the guy. One of the makers for the games said, so someone sent him that. So for NBA 20, if you zoom out, you could see NBA 19. And the guy said, well, this isn't going to be an NBA 21.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it is.
It is.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, and so, with those FIFA games, where if they're packed with microtransactions,
yeah.
If they're packed, my rule is that if they're packed with microtransactions, the game should be free to play.
Free.
Because,
make it a mobile game. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, mobile games do that, and they make a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
And so, I guess with FIFA, they know that their FIFA, NHL, Madden, whatever those games are, they know they can make more money if they charge money for it. So
they even started the $10 more. They started it.
Oh my god.
And then people saw, no one's complaining about it.
Yeah.
It's free money.
Those games should be like at most $20.
I agree. They're copy and pasted. I don't think they changed the graphics all that much.
Yeah,
No.
I think like maybe every console generation they'll update the engine or something, but
no.
You think?
No.
I think they update it. Like if you look at PS3 and PS4, there'll probably be, or maybe it runs at 1080p. Who knows?
Yeah, for new consoles. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, for new console generations, but then they'll just keep the same engine until the next console generation.
Exactly, yeah.
I have actually FIFA 04. I think it's in that little in the paper pouch there.
Oh, yeah?
The disc. I think that's FIFA 04.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's the same game as the new ones that come out. Like I played it because it came actually inside the PlayStation 2 that I got for $20 or something. Stupidly cheap. It came with that game. So I plugged it in to test the PlayStation and it worked. And that game was in it. And I played it, and I was like, "Yeah, this game's kind of boring." I mean, it's not bad. It's
not bad. I'm not into sports games.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable game. I had no idea how it works because I don't know how to play soccer, and I've never played sports games before. But it seemed like as a game, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
But that was 15 years ago. Like that game came out, actually probably closer to 16, but it came out like 16 years ago. Why are people still buying new games every year?
It's because the people that play soccer, they want to play soccer when they're not playing soccer.
Yeah. So they also want to play with the newest superstar athletes. They don't want to play with the old names from 2004. That is just so stupid to me. Like if that game FIFA 04 is fun to play, great. It's a fun game. Play FIFA 04 for the next 16 years. Don't buy a new game every year.
But we're not gonna get Messi or I don't know, a new roster.
It's kind of saddening that there's this mentality of, oh yeah, we need to get the new game because it's new and it has the new skins and it has the new players and the new shirts for the players. It just seems so unnecessary.
Yeah.
People would spend that kind of money and they're making them more expensive. They should go free to play. Or they should go to like...
But they know that there's morons that would buy these games over and over.
Yeah. So that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
There are people who buy the games over and over and over and over and over and over.
Because they know nothing else. And there's no competition.
That's exactly it. That's
There's no competition. There's not like another company that can make a better game.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they still make games, but a while back there was the soccer game PES.
Never heard of it.
Or I think it was called PES. Something like that. And they made soccer games. I don't know if they still make those games. But that was... Just to think that a game like FIFA costs as much as a game like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Or Cyberpunk.
Yeah, or Cyberpunk. Or those games. And those games don't have microtransactions.
No.
I don't think.
Well, Red Dead Online does.
Yeah, Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Who gets Red Dead for Online? Actually, some people probably do. But
God damn it, it's a good game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. And, I think of all these great games, the famously good games that are often exclusives, like, Gran Turismo on PlayStation or Forza on Xbox or
Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls, Red Dead Redemption. You think all these games, okay, these are all AAA games that release at a AAA price. Anywhere from back when Dark Souls came out, it was probably $50 and now they're $70.
Yeah.
You think that those are full price games, and those are good full price games, and sure, they're good full price games. And how can FIFA justify? How can NHL justify? How can Madden justify the same price when they're packed with microtransactions and it's the same game as last year? It just seems too bad. And I mean, maybe that's the thing though. The people who buy these games,
they don't play any other games.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't
think so.
I don't want to jump to that conclusion. Maybe there are some of those people who play those games who do play other games.
Yeah.
But it's not just, if you're super rich and you can afford every new game that comes out, fine. Get the FIFA games, because that money is completely meaningless to you, right? It's just another $60. I make $60 like a minute, it doesn't matter. But a lot of the people who play FIFA are children, and they're kids who need the new FIFA game every year. And with the new Call of Duty game every year, that's also expensive. And nowadays they are packed with microtransactions. And so that's when I stopped getting the new Call of Duty game every year. At least with Call of Duty, you get, with the exception of with the exception of some of the games, you get a new campaign. You get a new third mode, so that's either zombies or survival or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get a new multiplayer. With FIFA or the sports games, all you get is a new multiplayer.
Oh, yeah, that's it. There's no campaign.
Yeah, and it's not like you get the new multiplayer maps, because a soccer field is a soccer field.
Yeah.
So maybe you play...
This one has a yellow stripe instead of a red one.
Yeah. So there's... I don't know, that's a bit kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just affect the people who buy the games. You might think, oh, well, you know what, the people can go buy the games, and if they want to throw their money at that, then fine. But it kind of sucks for everyone who doesn't want to throw their money at that, because it drives up the prices. And it reduces the competition, because now FIFA and Madden are in this deal, not necessarily stuck, but they're in this deal where they can make a lot of money by letting EA use the name and just packing it with microtransactions. And so if people stopped buying those EA games,
they would change.
Yeah. If people stopped buying those sports games, then EA would not find it. They would decide, okay, EA would think, not many people are buying this game, and it costs us a lot of money every year to put the Madden name on the game box.
No, well, it's the NBA company that's selling it to EA. Yeah.
So EA is like, okay, it costs us this much money to use the name Madden on our box, or to use the name FIFA on our box, and to put that logo on the box. It costs this much money every year.
And we're not getting it back.
Yeah. If people stop buying the game, then EA will not have enough money, or maybe they will have enough money, but it won't be profitable for them to put that name.
Yeah.
And then...
That's why you got to vote with your wallet.
Yes, exactly. And then EA will stop using that name, which means that some other company can use that name, and they can make a better game. And so then we might actually end up with a good soccer game.
But that's never going to happen. You know why? Because their most recent NBA or whatever hit record sales.
Oh my goodness, no. Why? Why do they have to do that to us?
So, oh God!
It hit record sale numbers. Yeah, I think the last Call of Duty game I ever bought was Black Ops 3.
Wow!
And I actually bought Black Ops 3 twice. I bought it for PC and I bought it for PS4.
Yeah.
But I bought it for PS4 first, and I thought it was going to be a really good game, and it was a really good game for a while. When it first launched, there were no microtransactions.
Only a season pass.
There was only a season pass. So I bought the game. I bought the season pass. Maybe like $120 total for the game and the season pass.
Yeah.
And then the season pass came with the DLC. That season of DLC. Because the season pass. And so I got the zombies map that came out at launch. And I got the DLC. And then in January of 2016, they added microtransactions. So there were like the unlock tokens or whatever it is, crypto keys.
Even though they said they wouldn't do it, right?
I'm not sure if they officially said they wouldn't do it, but I think it was kind of made clear that they wouldn't have microtransactions, because that was when microtransactions were quite new.
Yeah.
So the game came out with no microtransactions. You had to earn your crypto keys by playing the game. And then in January, they added microtransactions. So you could buy those crypto keys. And then shortly after that, they changed the crypto keys that open up the crates there. They changed them from being cosmetic only skins
to guns.
Yeah, you could
to
get
the best guns.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get like the MP40, and some of them were just reskins. But some of the snipers actually behaved completely differently. And so it was really frustrating when you get killed 6 times by someone with this better gun, and probably they're just a better player. But they have this better gun, and you know that they got that better gun
By luck.
by luck. Either by luck or by spending a lot of money. And so it's really frustrating when you bought the game, you bought the season pass, and then they want more money from you. So they put in microtransactions that severely degrade the experience for the people who paid full price. And then the final kick in the teeth for me as a consumer was when, a year later, they released the Zombies Chronicles expansion, which came with a whole bunch of zombies map. And to be fair, that was no longer in the DLC season.
Yeah.
But it was not included in the season pass. I paid like $80 to get all the DLC, and then they released that new DLC, and it didn't come in the season pass.
Wow.
And so I just never got it.
Yeah.
And then I bought the game on PC because I wanted mods, because the PC version had mod support. And now I have like 200 hours on that game. It's a really good game. And then I figured, all right, you know what? Fine. It went on sale for like $20 this year. I bought that Zombies Chronicles expansion, and it's a good expansion. Is it worth $40? No. Is it worth $20? Sure. Should it have been included in the season pass? 100%. There is no way they can justify. No, I mean, there's the way they did justify it, which is by saying, oh, it's not in the DLC season, and this is the DLC 5. Most games don't come with this DLC. Or they only come with 4 DLC packs. But it was still very frustrating to see that this new DLC had come out, and I had spent like over $100 on this game. Oh, and your camera's frozen.
Oh no.
Or we're at an hour anyway. So it was very frustrating to see that I had spent well over $100 on this game.
Yeah.
Like well over 100. Like 150 or something on this game. And then they decided to throw in microtransactions that ruined the online experience, and then release a DLC pack that did not come with the season pass. Like, come on. Really? You want me to spend $200 on Call of Duty Black Ops 3? And that's with no microtransactions. That's if I spend no money.
$200. That's like a collector's edition
I think
for another game.
$70 for the game. And this is in Canadian dollars. $70 for the game. $80 for the season pass.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the $40 for the Zombies Chronicles. Okay, so $70 plus 80. 70 plus 80 is $150. Yeah, camera turned off.
That's fine.
That's fine, yeah. We're almost done. 70 plus 80 is 150, I think. Yeah, my math is very slow today. That's 150. Yeah, that's 150.
Yeah.
70 plus 80 is 150. Plus 40 is 190. They want me to spend $190 on Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Wow. For maps.
Yeah, for the maps. And then if you don't get the maps, then you can't find a lobby because the lobbies have the maps. And if you don't have the maps, then you can't find a lobby because everyone has the maps. So you're stuck with a severely compromised online experience unless you're willing to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so for the full online experience, $190. $190 is the bare minimum. And then if you want a fair online experience, you need to spend
an extra 50 for microtransactions.
Oh, no. That's if you're very, very lucky. That's if you're very, very lucky.
Sorry.
It's $2 per crate.
$2?
$2 per crate.
Wow.
And the crates are, for the rare crate, and the crates are very, very, it's unlikely that you'll get a gun in the crate.
Yeah.
You'll probably just get a whole bunch of common cosmetics that they call rare, just to, it makes you think that you got something for your money, but you didn't.
It's brown instead of yellow.
Yeah. Ooh. Purple skin for my gun. Yay. And I know someone who spent like $30.
Yeah.
Got $30 for his birthday. spent it all on the microtransactions, which is a very stupid decision. Spent it all on the microtransactions for Black Ops 3, got nothing. He just got the cosmetics.
Jeez.
No gun. Nothing. $30 for some cosmetic skins, and that's it. $30 down the drain, gone.
Yeah.
And he still has the horrible online experience. Maybe you should save up some more money and spend more money. Maybe then he'll get the guns, right?
Or play a different game.
Yeah, play a different game, I guess. Ugh. I mean, that just... From then on, Call of Duty was just not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
So that came after Advanced Warfare, where Advanced Warfare, I think, was the... Actually, no, yeah, you're right. Advanced Warfare was the first one with the microtransactions, because it had the supply drops.
Yeah.
And so I think you could buy those. But then with Black Ops 3, it really blew up. And then they had microtransactions for zombies as well.
I feel in conclusion, I mean, of course, so when the microtransactions start, I don't know, like in the 2013 era.
2013, yeah. I don't remember. I think it...
I feel like microtransaction is getting slowly better since the disaster launch of Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
But now I feel like games are just getting worse.
That could be. Yeah, every now and then
there's less effort.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's that one game that comes out, Red Dead 2. It's really, really good. And Cyberpunk is probably going to be good, because The Witcher 3 was excellent.
Oh, but something that's really fucking pissing me off. Yeah. Sorry for my language. Okay, and I hope CD Projekt Red changes this. But earlier I read that they're going to shorten the game because on their statistics, not that many people finish Witcher 3.
Oh, come on.
Why would you do that? I mean, I get it. That Witcher 3 is like super thick of a game. Like,
yeah.
I've only finished it once.
Yeah.
I'm never going to finish it twice because it's too much content. It's like 200 hours to finish the game once.
Oh my goodness.
But that's good. You really get your money's worth.
Yeah.
I just hope they...
or hopefully they do it so that you get...
There's 2 modes maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not 2 modes, but you get the full game, and then it's like a bit shorter. But then you get day 1 free DLC. And so on day 1, you can download the free DLC for part 2 of the campaign or something. Yeah. And so that way it still shows in the stats that most people finished the game. But then people can also get the free DLC the day of its release for free.
Or right before, I don't know if this is too hard, but right before you start the game, there's 2 options. You either get the shortened version or the normal length version.
Sure,
right?
A condensed version. I mean, that seems a bit unlikely, but still, that would be better than shortening the game.
Yeah, for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it is an open world game, so you can really just mess around and do whatever you want for as long as you want.
Customize your cock. Very excited for that.
Yeah. But that... Yeah, that's the state of video games, isn't it?
It's to the point where, just one last thing, it's to the point where I'm going to use Ghost of Tsushima as an example.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that game is really good, and I, like, to the point where me and my brother, we played it for a week nonstop. We did not turn off our PS4 for like a week.
Oh, yeah, you'd play it in the day and he would play it at night. Right?
Yeah, just the whole way through. And it's a really beautiful game. The gameplay is amazing and the story is amazing.
Yeah.
But people are calling it a masterpiece. But it's just a really good game.
Yeah.
But because games are so shitty right now, so when we just see a good game, people are like, oh my God, it's amazing.
The one game of 2020 that has artistic value to it.
Which is like, it feels like a game.
Yeah. Did you play The Last of Us 2?
No. I know a lot of people shit on it, and a lot of people love it. Yeah. I'm one of the. I've read the leaks right before release because I was so curious. People were talking shit about it, and I was like, I'm so curious. I don't like the direction that they went, but I don't think that you should just like talk shit, like say, oh, if you like the game, you're an idiot. If you like the game, you like the game.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's no microtransactions. I think the story is just done poorly, and in my opinion, disrespected the characters.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like... Anyway, I don't know. I'm not going to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Because The Last of Us 1, the gameplay wasn't the best. It was like average. It was acceptable. Yeah. But the story is what made it really high, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Did you play The Last of Us 1?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Twice. Oh, you have it on PS3?
I have it on PS3.
Yeah, I played it on PS4.
Here we go. The Last of Us.
That was a damn good
got it
game.
for $5. I still have the price tag on it because, I mean, this game sold like crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of the best-selling games of the PS3.
And PS4 as well, apparently.
and
Yeah.
PS4. I mean, it was one of the best launch games for
Yeah.
PS4. I think. Was it a launch game?
I'm not sure. I think it was a month after. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been something like that. But you get online pass. Yeah, they shut down the online a few years ago. which is too
Online
bad.
was actually not the. Oh yeah, no, there was microtransactions for online. Yeah, that's right. But they weren't. Or was that only for PS4? I'm not sure. They weren't terrible. They weren't loot boxes. It was
Yeah.
purely cosmetic.
Oh,
so that
okay.
was fine. Multiplayer was fun. Yeah, it wasn't like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But what I find crazy is how Naughty Dog, their reputation is kind of like done now.
Is it?
Kind of.
What did they do wrong?
For Last of Us? Well, it's because the majority of people really hated Last of Us 2.
Why? Why did they not like it?
Well, apparently, I didn't play it, but like a certain character dies, and people really didn't like the way it was
Oh.
too fast. Out of nowhere, he acted like an idiot, even though in the other game he was like pretty smart.
He.
I mean,
Oh no.
it.
It. Okay. Well,
Everyone knows about it.
I don't know.
Oh,
about it.
you're
I
right.
actually don't, and I haven't finished
Shit,
this game yet.
Sorry.
So, I could it. You know, he. You know what? No spoilers. But
But I've seen how, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. It felt very forced.
Yeah.
I don't mind a character. Like people are like the people defending it are like, you're just sad because he died.
Yeah.
It's not. Honestly, I think that whoever died
Yeah.
is good for the story, but it's how
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah, that could be
how it died.
You know, I think a poor story decision won't actually ruin Naughty Dog's
Reputation, yeah. I don't think it's sorely destroyed. Bethesda kind of is.
Yeah, Bethesda. Ugh.
Like I from the get go, I knew Fallout 76 was going to be hot garbage.
Yeah.
Fallout isn't a multiplayer game and should never be, in my opinion. Sure, it could be like a 2-player co-op game, but the reason why Fallout is really good is because of the world and the RPG elements, right? You could be like a complete monster
Yeah.
in that game. You know,
Yeah.
killing kids. Oh, I don't think you could kill kids, but you could like,
You can do whatever you want.
yeah.
Yeah. And they recently got bought out by Microsoft, didn't they?
Yeah, for $7.5 billion.
Jesus. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
But I think it's a good decision because the best Fallout game, in my opinion, because I've only played 3, 4, and New Vegas.
Yeah.
But the best one is New Vegas, which is made by Obsidian, and Microsoft owns Obsidian. So maybe Big Daddy Microsoft is going to be like Bethesda, give the Fallout to your brother for a couple of...
Yeah, that could be. Funny story, actually. I got Fallout 76 for PC. I got it for... I'm going to show the box because
God.
it's so horrible. It does not inspire confidence.
And there's also microtransactions in that game. Apparently there's like a premium game pass, which is like $100 a year. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. For armor sets and guns. Wow. Now that is
Yeah.
a good value.
Great value, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
So here I have the Bethesda games. I have them for PC. So, first of all, Fallout 3, the gold standard.
3 was pretty good.
Yeah, the gold standard of how PC games should be, or physical releases of PC games should be handled. Okay, games for Windows Live is a disaster, whatever. But it still works. Comes on 2 discs. Because it's DVDs. Most computers don't have Blu-ray players. So they had to put it on DVDs, like on Xbox. It comes with an activation key. Right? I don't think
Yeah.
the camera's actually clear enough that you can read that, so it doesn't matter that I show it. But it comes with that's not an activation key. That's a live access key. So I guess if you want to do multiplayer, then you would need that key. But multiplayer's dead, and so is games for Windows Live, so that key is completely worthless.
Multiplayer for Fallout 3.
Yeah. I
There's no
guess.
multiplayer.
Oh, there isn't? Okay, then
No.
maybe it's some, so you can
DLC.
join with
I don't
friends
know.
or something with games for Windows Live. Anyway, it comes with the disc 1, and it comes with disc 2. You put in disc 1, you install the game, you run an EXE, you put in disc 2, and
You play the game.
that finishes the installation. Here's the thing, though. You don't even need to have disc 2 in the game to play the game.
I see.
And you don't need to activate it with a code. Which means that I can put this game using the disc, I can install it on my computer, and then I can give you the game. And then you can install it on your computer.
And you give it back.
Yeah. And now we both have playable versions of Fallout 3. Maybe they should have made it such that you would need to have one of the discs in your computer. Like they did with, I'm not sure if I have it there, GTA Vice City. And with...
Hentai versus furries.
Well, yeah. With some of those games, like with GTA Vice City that came on like 4 CDs or something, you have to have the last CD in your system to be able to play the game.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because then you can't just, copy it onto your computer and then give it to someone else, and then they can copy it onto the computer, and then you can hand it around and it says like, it's illegal to give it to people or something. Whatever. Then I got Skyrim. Actually, I got Skyrim well before I got Fallout 3. But
how many versions of Skyrim do you have? You have 3?
I have 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
No, I have 3. I have 3.
PS3, right?
I don't have it on PS3.
Oh, okay.
I have it on Xbox 360.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
PC
and PS
and VR.
Whatever.
Yeah, and PC VR, Steam VR. Now, I don't actually have this version on Steam because I learned the hard way that it used to have a sticker there. I don't know what happened to it. All right, I got home.
Used it as a napkin.
Put this in. Put it in my disk drive. Started it up. And pretty much what it did is it redirects you to the Steam store. And it says, all right, put in the key that came with the game. Now, obviously, this game was used, so the key was already used. Which means this is completely worthless. So it has the game files on it, I think. Or it has a very old version of the game files. Which means that if I had very slow internet, I could restore the game from the disk. But actually, you need to have internet to restore the game from the disk. But I guess maybe if your internet's super, super slow, then the DVD would be faster than downloading it. I don't know. It came with the manual, and on the upside, it actually came with a paper map. So
yeah, I have that.
There's that. The Xbox 360
Yeah,
version,
exactly. Has it. That's yeah.
It has it in higher quality, though. It's not just paper. It's actually like some textured stuff.
I remember the first time I played it on Xbox, I actually used the map.
Yeah.
For a couple of seconds, then I got like, this fucking sucks. I'm just going to use the in-game map.
That's one thing I like about Rockstar games is they come with the map.
Yeah.
Like the physical map. And so I have like the PSP version of Liberty City Stories, and I have GTA 4, GTA 5. They all come with a map, which is really nice. Anyway, that's I'm on a bit of a tangent here, but this is not how you release a PC game. Because this, once the code is used, you can throw this in the garbage. All you need is the code. And then all this, garbage, right? Because you install it once, you never need it again. No one else can use it.
Yeah.
You can't resell it. It's garbage. Because you just open it with Steam, because you used a key. You use the code, you open it up, you put in the code, and then you throw it in the garbage. Completely useless. Fallout 76.
My favorite Fallout game.
Yeah. The best Fallout game.
Yeah, I
Fallout
just love
76.
the quests.
You might be thinking, wow, what an idiot. You bought this on PC? Yes and no. I bought this at a thrift store for $3.
What a deal.
Yeah, what a deal. And it was still sealed. So I knew that no one used the code, right? Because it was still sealed. So I knew that this one was open, and so I opened it and the code is already used.
Yeah.
This one is sealed, so that means there's no way someone could have gotten the code, unless they like resealed it, which would have been way too hard. Anyway, it came in this really garbage, flimsy case. And I'm going to take this out because this has the code on it. But okay, the code's on the back actually, so it's no big deal.
I sure love my cardboard disc.
It's not even a DVD. It's a cardboard disc. All right? A cardboard disc. I'm having a hard time getting it out of this crappy case. See? It's a bendy cardboard disc. Right? I could rip it up and throw it in the trash. And it came with this stupid tiny manual that doesn't even fit under both clips. Right? That pretty much says...
You just wasted your money. Thank you.
Yeah, you just wasted your money. WASD. Go fuck yourself. That's what it says. And there's an ad. Oh, wow. Rage 2, Doom Eternal. Yay. A free ad.
Doom was pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Doom was probably pretty good.
It was really
How privileged I am to have this free ad in this game I paid for. And this case is not even a regular DVD case.
Jesus Christ.
It's like this super, super flimsy Econo case. It's just, Eco Box. It's just the cheapest thing they could find. And so you put the code into the Bethesda launcher, because you can only get it on the Bethesda launcher. This one at least saves you the dignity. You know, you get to keep your dignity and you get to play it on Steam. This one, no, you have to play it on Bethesda. So I loaded it onto the Bethesda launcher. And then I linked my Steam account. And then like a year later, I got it for free on Steam. Because if you have it on Bethesda and you linked your Steam account before April, whatever, then you get it for free on Steam. And so now I have like Fallout 76 on Steam, and it came with like Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 or something.
Fallout 2?
Yeah, which is like the top-down one.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about getting it. I hear that's either the best or the second best Fallout game.
But it's like a top-down board game style. Like it's
I don't care.
Okay.
I hear it's really good.
Anyway, cardboard disc, flimsy box, and it has like the PC system requirements. There are no, I mean, it's a cardboard disc. There's no game data. And this is, I used the code, so now it's trash. I could throw it in the garbage.
But it's a collector's edition. You know, people when
It's
they
not-
go
it's
when they
not
go
even-
into your house, it'll be like, wow.
Yeah, and they didn't even bother to put like the Steam logo or games for Windows or anything on it. They just put PC game. It just says PC game on it. So there's that. And now I have some other PC games, because whenever I see a PC game at a thrift store, I like to get it, as long as it's not like a used code or something. So I have Company of Heroes 2, which I found out was an RTS, and so I just never used it. I have Thief, Deadly Shadows, The Hunter, Call of the Wild, which is also one of those things where you open it up, use the code, and then throw it in the trash because it's useless after you use the code. But they're sealed, so they're not trash yet. And I have GTA Vice City, and I have Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, which are on CDs. And with those CD games, Splinter Cell and GTA, you put them in, you install it, and then you have the last disc, and you need to have that last disc in. And so they're not trash. You use it, it's not trash. You can still have the disc, and you still need the disc to play the game.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's good, because then you can reuse it, you can resell it. But unlike this Fallout 3, it's not prone to piracy in the same way that one of those things where you need the last disc is. Or not even piracy, but, you know, the example of giving this to all my friends, and then they all have a free copy of Fallout 3. That's not a thing with those, because you need the last disc. Anyway, point is, physical releases of PC games are garbage. They're just ruined. And they'll probably never be the same. And the consoles are going the same way, aren't they?
I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, I mean, there's a digital edition of the PS5
Yeah.
that doesn't come with a disc tray, so chances are people are going to be not buying the discs as much.
Yeah.
And Xbox One was going to do that thing, right? With the DRM on the discs, where you can only use it on one console or something. That's ridiculous. My goodness. Hey, wow. We're at an hour and 23 minutes.
Wow. Not bad.
That is not bad. I hope nothing goes wrong with the recording.
No. Well, I don't think we should say everything. We gotta have other things to talk for episode 3.
Yeah, episode
Yeah.
3 next week.
Yeah.
I think this is actually a very good podcast. I think this is better than the last one.
Yeah. Last one, we just talked about Helicopter Battle Royale.
Yeah, this we talked about Left 4 Dead 2, the state of video games, microtransactions, physical releases of PC games I rented on, told some stories. I think this is a very productive hour and a half. For next show, I think we'll look into, we could do, like review a movie. We could watch a
Yes.
movie together, and
Yes.
we could watch a movie, and like we can give our thoughts on the next podcast. Or we could even watch the first season of a TV show that we've never watched. And, like an old crappy sitcom from the 80s or something.
Yeah.
Actually, that would just be really boring. But we could do something like that, give our thoughts on it, and talk about that for an hour. Or we could find some sketchy YouTube channel, and we could take a look at their videos.
Norman Summerton.
Well, I'm not sure if we should be looking into that. Remember, this is a family-friendly TV show, right? So we could... I like the idea, actually. We could watch a movie together, like we did last time.
On
And
the
you can actually see my movies right next to you there.
Wow.
So those are the ones that I can play over Discord.
The Mummy Collection.
Yeah.
I remember that. It's around there, not buying it. Trash. I hate it.
I got Armageddon recently, but I was going to watch that with my family.
Yeah.
Might even watch it tonight.
Oh, yeah, you have Alien, not buying it.
Yeah, I have Alien. That one was a fun watch.
No.
Yeah, not bad. So there are a lot of movies in there that I haven't watched. I've just come across them and thought, oh, that's a good movie, and then I haven't watched them yet. So we could watch one of those together and then give our thoughts on it next podcast. You know, kind of like one of those movie critic podcasts. Or we could, like I said, we could go to some other show. I mean, do you have any ideas for stuff that No, okay. Well, I think the setup worked out quite well. This is last setup. It was in the basement. It didn't look as good. It didn't sound as good. It took way longer to set up. It took way longer to dismantle. Hopefully this one won't take too long to dismantle. This one took about an hour to set up with the microphones and the laptop and the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it worked out fine. And yeah, I think that next time we can do something similar to this. And we can maybe cover some different topics. But I think this was a success.
I agree.
Yeah. So stay tuned for next time.
Yes, on the Palumbo Show.
The Palumbo Show, yes.
My favorite show.
Monday at like noon-ish Pacific time.
Damn right.
So stay tuned next week. In all likelihood, we'll be reviewing a movie or some website or YouTube content creator or YouTube video or something along those lines. Or maybe we'll play more of the Left 4 Dead 2 update and we'll just have a blast talking about our experience with that.
Maybe.
I don't think we can really squeeze that out for an hour.
No.
But we can maybe talk about that for the first 10 minutes.
Exactly. And then we move on to the movies or whatever we're planning to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been a complete success.
I agree.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day.
I agree.
You traveled
very far.
You traveled all the way from your house.
Yes.
So, I think we'll cut it off here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the Palumbo Show episode 2. We hope you'll stick around for future episodes.
And we'll see you next Monday.
We'll see you next Monday. Thank you.